to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here's a quick throw to McBride. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. off now to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
On first down, it's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, a run with Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That's one. Omaha.
From the 41, Murray. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 29, Murray. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays and given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to get in that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Green.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Murray giving to Connor on the option. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Connor. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. The final shot before break here. Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Malik McDowell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Goff now looks to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Murray off play action. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the 1st half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
An option handoff given to Conner. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's a quick throw to McBride.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Murray now. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Murray has has it knocked loose. Fumble. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Connor up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. This is caught. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Murray on the sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes when quarterbacks run a sneak, they wait a second or two just to see which way to go with the football. And in this case, that hesitation cost him.
They'll look to run with Connor, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Goff on first down.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On first down, gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Then the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
get to hoist the Hallett Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand